Hello everyone, my name is Ali Mustafa and I work as a senior developer advocate here at Pieces for Developers. My day-to-day role involves doing a lot of things. One of them is teaching students about generative AI. And I have a course called as GenAI 101. Now this course is taken by hundreds and thousands of students at a time. And to cater to all of their queries is a very difficult task. So today I present to you FlowBot. This is created as a submission to the PostCon competition provided by Postman. So here we go. I have created actually two Postman flows which utilize a lot of Postman features and demonstrate how you can prototype quickly and move to production. Now, before I get started, obviously you can kind of go through the document. Everything is very well documented and all the flows, all the collections, all the requests, environments, and everything else. We have also created a mock server which we use basically as a placeholder for when we are going to publish our actual docs, and then just replace the URL and everything is set. Nothing needs to change. You can also go to updates here, and as you can see, we are very much using the collaborating features of Postman, and I'm collaborating with my friend Fardeen to kind of make this up. And also, as you can see here, we have thoroughly collaborated across multiple collections to kind of make this version live. Now let's dive into individual collections. Obviously, I'm not going to explain that much in detail because all of them are self-explanatory and they come with a robust documentation. But what I'm definitely going to do is demonstrate the FlowBot and demonstrate PostGPT. Now both of these are amazing flows and they work on this principle of providing more context to the LLM. So let's go ahead, go to flows. By the way, you can go to mock server and you can see this is the mock server which we created, which basically mocks, like a live API. And yeah, once we can build the actual API, we can replace this. Now, once you go here for the flows, let's load the very first flow, which is FlowBot. Now, this is specifically for my course and make my life easy by answering questions from the students automatically using the Gemini API and providing the context from my own course. You can replace this course with your own course, fork this, and make it live. We have also used a lot of features like snapshots, and we have created multiple versions, which has helped us iterate over these, right? And we have used variables and whatnot, right? So let's do a quick demo. Now for that, we'll have to quickly preview this and run this. Now you can click here on the preview and you can, provide what is an LLM as a question. Hit send. As soon as you hit send, it will run the complete flow. The first part is where it will take the input, sanitize it, and then trigger our mock server API, from where it will get the context which it will provide to the Gemini API. Let's go to the second part, which is where the Gemini API resides. And here you can see it kind of takes the context, it takes the user question, and then hits the Gemini API, which is residing in our collection, and then replies the user with the answer. Now, this is a very simple, demonstration of how you can bring in your own data to, top models like Gemini. You can replace this model with anything else and it will work exactly like this. So yeah, go ahead, fork it and try to play around with it, right? Obviously, you'll have to bring your own Gemini key because obviously that's expensive. So I've not included that safety and security, obviously, but you can bring your own Gemini API key, which is easily accessible, and then you are good to try this out. Awesome. So this is FlowBot. Now let's go ahead and learn more about PostGPT. Now PostGPT is my favorite. Now the reason being, actually both are, but PostGPT is it holds a special place because it can actually take context from any given Postman collection and provide it to your favorite LLM. Yeah, all that MCP bus, I try to replicate a bit of that into this flow. Now, how does that happen? So you're going to provide, a collection UID, which is a unique collection ID assigned to every collection. With this demo, you can only use public, collections. You can also use private ones, but for that, you'll have to provide an API key. Now, for public ones, you don't need to provide any API key because Postman allows you to access them directly. In this example, we are going to go to PayPal, and PayPal has awesome public workspace. So we can utilize any given public workspace and choose the collection of our choice. In this example, you're going to choose the authorization collection, inside which actually PayPal collection, it has multiple folders, authorization folders and so on. But we can go to PayPal, APIs as a collection, and then we can go ahead and share this, right? And then kind of bring it in. Now, if you click on share here and you click on share via API, you can actually see this URL, which will work without the key because it's a public workspace, right? An example is demonstrated here. You can see, this is the same PayPal API, which is in JSON. Now, what we are doing is we are taking this JSON, sanitizing it, and providing it as a context to the LLM model. So let's see how the flow works. The first part is where we sanitize the input. We take the user question, we take the collection ID, and we build the URL, which can then be used to fetch this JSON. Now, once we fetch this JSON, we go to step number 2, where we are going to remove any, like escaping character. I faced a lot of problems with this, and thanks to PostBot, which you can actually drag from here and place it on your blog, it was able to actually answer a lot of these questions and help me debug this part a lot more. And then obviously it goes to building the prompt where it provides this as a context to the LLM model and then asks that question. And then obviously the Gemini magic which happens with taking the context, and then it displays the outcome with this. Let's give it a run. You can click on preview, and this is the collection ID. As you can see, I've copied it from right here. And then this is the question, how do I authenticate? Now remember, I'm not providing any other information apart from how do I authenticate and the collection ID. As soon as I hit send, it will go through all of these processes, process number 1, process number 2, process number 3, and then I can see the outcome right here. How cool that is, right? So yeah, it also gives me the hyperlink to the PayPal, documentation. From there, I can get this information. So yeah, that's super cool. Let me quickly zoom out. By the way, I've also, previously, I've also created the slides here. Let me quickly zoom this out. Oops, looks like I zoomed in too much. Don't worry about it. But yeah, you can see that we have used snapshots here as well. And we have collaborated robustly to achieve this. Obviously, I've exhausted all my free credits, but thankfully this demo ran perfectly. So yeah, that's my submission, and I absolutely have a lot of feedback as I develop this. Hoping that I get selected and I give you, feedback in person, or obviously, ask me any questions in the comments below. And yeah, happy, PostCon. Hopefully. Thank you so much for coming to my demo, and I hope you like this. Bye-bye.